The NBA's blind spot. Why Steven Adams is the league's most misunderstood player. The Houston Rockets just shocked the basketball world. They handed a significant contract, nearly $40 million, to a 7-foot center who barely scores 5 points a night. He can't shoot from distance, and his free throw percentage hovers around the mid-40s.
Makes the shot.
Meanwhile, Adams makes the free throw, comes up short on the second, but Jemski grabs it.
On paper, Steven Adams is the perfect relic, a dinosaur from a bygone era of basketball, precisely the kind of player modern analytics has deemed obsolete. But here is the absolute truth that no one wants to acknowledge. Steven Adams isn't a problem for the NBA. He's the physical, 265-pound answer to a question the league stopped asking. His unique impact last season broke a statistical boundary that had stood since the dawn of recorded NBA history. And in doing so, he has exposed a gaping blind spot in how championships are valued and won. The analytics trap. To understand Adams's value, we first have to recognize the math that drove him to the brink of irrelevance. The three-point revolution is built on simple, undeniable mathematics. A 35% three-point shooter yields more points per shot than a 50% two-point shooter.
Lakers find themselves down there. Biggest deficit of the game. 8. Spinning his arms, and he scores.
This realization purged the league of traditional big men, forcing them to either stretch the floor or find themselves glued to the bench. The new center prototype is clear: a 36% shooter from deep who can switch seamlessly onto smaller guards. By these modern, worshipped metrics, Adams is, frankly, a liability. He has never attempted a three-pointer. His scoring is negligible. He doesn't conform to the space or get replaced mandate. If you stop the analysis there, Houston's $39 million commitment seems insane. But what if the data itself is incomplete? What if the relentless pursuit of efficiency created a tunnel vision, a hole in the valuation model precisely the size of one dominant New Zealander? The unprecedented dominance. While the league obsessed over shooting percentages, Steven Adams made history. Last season, on a per 36-minute basis, he posted the single greatest offensive rebounding rate ever measured. Let that sink in. He wasn't just top 5, he surpassed every legendary rebounder we've had the ability to track.
So Christie makes them both. He's got 16. Here comes Green, got by Galford, recovered, blocked the shot, but there's Adams with the follow.
Prime Moses Malone, prime Dwight Howard, even the rebounding king Dennis Rodman. This wasn't a fluke season. It's a signature he leaves on every roster. In 8 of the last 9 seasons where Adams has played substantial minutes, his team has led the entire NBA in offensive rebounding. That consistency is no accident. It's a masterclass in his craft. Translating that abstract stat into something tangible is everything. An offensive rebound is a possession your opponent earned through perfect defense, only for Adams to erase their effort and steal it back. Over a full season, this relentless creation of second chances is not minor. It can equate to an extra 10 to 15 wins, the difference between a desperate play-in fight and securing home court advantage.
7-footer, 15th pick of the draft, Brent Van Vliet. No, Steven Adams dunks it back.
His teams rebound 19% better when he is on the court. That's pure game-changing value. The intangibles: strength, screens, and soul. Adams's impact runs deeper than the rebounding numbers. Much of his value never registers on a stat sheet or in an advanced metric model. First, his screens. They are utterly devastating. When a guard comes off an Adams pick, the defender is not just blocked, they are functionally eliminated from the play, scrambling 2 steps behind. The rim protector must rotate, the weak side closes out, and the whole defense collapses. Adams never needs to touch the ball. He simply changes the geometry of the possession, making everyone else's job easier. Houston's undeniable offensive efficiency spike when he plays proves this. Second, physicality. His strength is almost cartoonish. He can physically relocate a 6'8", 230-pound professional athlete 2 feet out of the play like they are furniture. He doesn't out-jump opponents. He negates their athleticism entirely through superior positioning and sheer force, winning the space before the ball even hits the rim. And finally, the culture. He's a veteran anchor, the uncle figure who cleans up the messes. Russell Westbrook credited Adams for allowing his chaotic, high-volume style of play in OKC. In Memphis and now in Houston, he's the one setting the tone, keeping the young core grounded and protecting them when things get chippy.
Always on time. So Granny, enjoy the game. Adams, a little bit of bully ball, banks it in a three-point possession.
This tough, humble New Zealander provides the locker room glue and professionalism that no spreadsheet can ever calculate. The problem that must be solved. The NBA's analytics departments are incredibly sophisticated, tracking three-point percentage to the 10th of a decimal. Yet they choose to ignore what they cannot measure: screens, toughness, positioning, and veteran leadership. This works fine in the regular season, but the playoffs are a different animal. Games slow down, whistles get swallowed, physicality becomes paramount. When defenses lock in and spacing is eliminated, those extra possessions Adams generate become the difference between advancing and going home. Teams built purely on offensive variance, on the elegant mathematics of shooting, keep wondering why they flame out when the game becomes a brutal half-court contest.
Steps into the deep three, and why not? Wow.
They optimized for February and forgot that championships are decided in May. And here is the genuinely frightening part. Players like Steven Adams are going extinct. For a decade, the NBA has incentivized young big men to be stretch fives. The training pipeline is empty of players learning the craft, the subtle angles of rebounding, the art of the bone-crushing screen, the relentless pursuit of dirty work. Houston's front office understood this scarcity. They didn't pay $39 million for a few points. They paid for 10 to 15 extra wins, for a culture reset, for the brutal screens, and for the unique brand of toughness that is vanishing from the league. Steven Adams isn't the problem to be solved. He is the evidence that the NBA's value system is fundamentally broken. Until front offices figure out a way to model heart, positioning, and possession creation, players like Adams will continue to be called overpaid while their teams consistently outperform.